Hello, how are you guys today? Hope you're doing well. I just decided to do a little video about why people cheat in relationships and marriages. Don't believe what they say when they say, well, it's your fault. You wasn't doing this for me, you wasn't doing that for me, you wasn't this, you wasn't that, and this and that. It wasn't about me. So in all of that, all you heard was me. So that means all they thought about were themselves. Selfish, selfish, selfish. People cheat because they want to cheat, not because their partner made them cheat. Bottom line, it's what it is. And they say men cheat because that's just what men do, blah 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 blah. A man cheats because he wants to. He likes being with other women. He likes the sexual pleasure, and it's true. But some men will blame it on their relationship. Oh, she's nagging. Oh, she's this. Oh, well, you knew this before you married her. You knew this in the process of being with her, and then now 6 years later, all of a sudden you want to have sex with another person. Stop. Because that's what you wanted to do. It has nothing to do with her being nagging or whatever. And women are famous, so they say, for he doesn't pay enough attention to me, he doesn't do this for me, he's not doing that for me. Stop it, stop it, stop it. You cheated because you wanted to. Bottom line. All because you wanted to. Because you had a physical attraction to that other person. We're human. We're gonna have physical attractions to people. Bottom line. But we have to know our limitations once we are in a committed relationship. And you have to be honest with yourself. Do you want to be in a committed relationship? Are you ready to be in a committed relationship? What does being in a committed relationship consist of and mean? How much effort do I have to put into this? Okay, how much compromise do I have to put into this? Am I willing to compromise? Do I have to give that up? These are questions that you need to ask yourself before you become married, before you become in a committed relationship. That's the bottom line. People, they love to blame other people for their wrongdoings. Accountability. Take accountability for what you do. Accept your fault. No one can make you do anything. You have choices. You have a choice. So when you are and someone cheats on you, okay, when you're with that other person that you're cheating with, this is a proven fact of, it's not about your mate. You're not cheating on your mate because of your mate. You're cheating because you want to. And this will definitely prove, when you're with the person that you're cheating with and they touch you, whether it's a kiss on the cheek, a kiss on the lips, a swipe over the hand, a touch on the shoulder, a hug, even if it gets right down to the nitty gritty of actual intercourse, about to have intercourse. If you, at those moments, if you do not think about your husband or your wife or your partner, your significant other, whichever, if you're not married, you're just in a committed relationship, if that person that you're cheating with touches you on your hand or your neck or touches your hair, and you don't reflect, or your mind doesn't go directly to your significant other or your spouse, then you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck, and you're cheating because you want to fucking cheat. But if that person touches you anyway, on your hair, on your cheek, give you a kiss, on your hand, whatever, and instantly you think about your spouse or your significant other, you care. You have a conscience. You know you're doing something wrong. You respect that relationship. And it's going to make you, at that moment, make the decision. I'm getting up and walking away. I'm not doing this to this person. I'm not doing this to me. But if you don't get that feeling, if you don't get that thought, and all you get is a tingling sensation, it's about you and your selfishness and your needs. That's just the bottom line. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. We have to keep it 100 on that. Just because people are always blaming the next person. Well, you didn't pay enough attention to me. How did I not pay enough attention to you? Well, how come you didn't tell me that? Well, I did. When? What did you say? How did you deliver it to me? Did you deliver it to me in an argument? Were you talking to me and was I listening to you, or were you talking at me? Because you can't talk at someone and think that you're going to get a message delivered. You have to talk to them, and you have to make sure they're listening. You have to make sure they're listening. You just can't assume someone is listening to you. Not hearing you, but listening to you. Listening and hearing are two different things. You can hear anything, almost, as long as you're not deaf or going deaf or whatever. You can hear. But are you listening? Listening is understanding and comprehending what the person is talking to you about, and following through what they have said. And if a person is not doing that, then you haven't delivered the message to them. Or they don't give a damn. Right? So relationships are complicated, but not that complicated. And we as human beings make them so much more complicated than what they should be, because we're selfish, we're self-absorbed. It's always about us and not the next person. So you have to know yourself, and you have to be full of joy. You have to be full of hope. You have to be full of happiness. You have to be one whole person to really develop a relationship. And that other person has to be one whole person to really develop and have a long-lasting relationship. But you're going to go through growing pains, which is normal. But you have to learn to deal with that, and you have to know how to deal with that. That's just the bottom line. You have to learn to communicate effectively. Not just, I communicated with you. No, effective communication. And that's what I mean. Listening, comprehending, repeating it back, following up on what was said. Okay? Taking accountability. Taking account